Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you guys out there in YouTube land. This is Abigail with the Ritual Mindset Tarot back with another pick a card reading. Today we're looking into what's next for you and the person that's on your mind. Everybody has different circumstances and situations. Some of you guys are looking for love, single, crushing on someone, and others are in a committed situation, whether you're in a relationship or married. So take what resonates, and there will be a message for you in these readings, but leave whatever does not resonate. Don't force it. So today we are actually doing things a little bit differently. We still have 3 piles. These are actually the crystals from one of my first videos that I've posted. So it's come full circle. It's been a couple of months already, and I'm grateful for this, for all of my subscribers and the people that watch my readings. I'm so grateful for you guys being here. But I'm rambling. So today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. We're going to have 3 piles, these 3 crystals, but the first part we're going to look into the energies currently with you and this person. And then the second part will look into what's next for you guys in the next, say, few weeks, the near future. So for the first part, we're going to use the tarot, the Rider-Waite tarot, which is the traditional. And then for the after, we're going to use the after tarot. So the after tarot is pretty much the whatever's being depicted in the Rider-Waite moments after. So I'll give you an example. This is the Two of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite. It's a card about union. It's one of my soulmate cards. So they're like looking at each other and everything. And in the after tarot, you see moments later, they're hugging each other. There's union, and there's even a cat. So, signs of like maybe having a home together, having pets and babies, whatever it is. So that's what we will be doing today. It's a little different than what I'm used to, but I figured, hey, why not? And we'll have oracle decks to clarify the energies of the tarot. So the first pile is this optical calcite that I got from my friend Celia's store called Polaris Crystals. They are based in Shelton, Connecticut, but they do have Instagram, and they have a website. I would check them out. They also have very cute like handmade bags and everything, and crystals. So spiritual goods, check them out, Polaris Crystals. I got this a couple of years ago now when she first opened her store. This is I love calcite overall. It's one of my favorite crystals. And I love optical calcite. So that's for pile 1. Pile 2 is this ammonite from Madagascar. This one is from Brazil, the optical calcite. The ammonite is a fossil and it's millions of years old, and I love that. It has this like reddish flash to it. There's a little bit of like purplish pink with the red over here. I love the fact that it's millions of years old and it's connected to the water. This is for pile 2. This one is from Madagascar. I got it from Madagascar Minerals. They're on Instagram and Facebook, I believe. And then pile 3, you have this quartz Vogel. I got this from Sugar Studio Crystals. They're also on Instagram. A lot of my crystals are actually from her store. This is from Brazil. So those are your 3 piles, guys. Take a moment to choose if you have to, pause if you have to, and I'll see you at your reading. Hey guys, if you chose the optical calcite, welcome to your reading. So we're going to take a look at the energies between you and the person on your mind currently. Start off with some tarot and then dive into the oracles. So this is like an energy check-in to see if you are in the right pile. And also it'll be a good way to see how the energies from now will change within the next few weeks or few months, the near future. Just be aware that the future is not set in stone and that it's fluid. This is just what is the potential outcome and energies based off of the current timeline. Pile 1. What is going on with pile 1? So you have the Lovers jumping out first. This is the major arcana for Gemini. This is actually known as one of the twin flame cards for many people, or just like a divine love. Sometimes it can also talk about having to make a big decision. There is divine guidance presently working within you and this person, though, with the angels. With the Lovers, the Sun is actually particularly jumping out to me. So, again, this is a card of Gemini, but some of you guys may also be dealing with a Gemini or a Leo, or you may have that in your chart. But it's a very powerful, also like very happy energy that I'm getting off of the Lovers. Like my eye really keeps going to the Sun. What's going on between pile 1 and the person? So you have the 7 of Wands. This card can signify defensiveness. It can also talk about boundaries, defending your ground, standing your ground. What's going on between pile 1 and the person on their mind? So we have the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is a card of winning at any cost, even if it means manipulating people. It's a very selfish card, you know. It can talk about self-sabotage as well, but 5 is about challenges and conflict, so, and change as well. So with the 5 of Swords appearing next to the 7 of Wands, there is some difficult energy here. Like a challenge where you feel like you have to defend yourself. Please clarify the Lovers for what is going on between pile 1 and the person on their mind. Wow, look at this, guys. The Sun came out. I told you my eye kept going to the Sun. This is the major arcana for Leo. The Sun can talk about happiness, joy. This is one of the best and most positive cards in tarot. It can also speak about clarity. So if the Lovers and the Sun, maybe it can talk about having to make a decision and getting clear on your decision. What jumps out at me here is this red flag. So there may be some red flags pertaining to the person that you're asking about, or you've noticed certain red flags with this person. That's why we have like the 7 of Wands, 5 of Swords energy here. What also jump out to me is this red feather. The angel here has red feathers. Feathers to me are signs from the divine and the angels. And I feel like this baby that's on horseback is very connected to the divine. Maybe being protected and guided. If you find like feathers on the ground, I believe that's a sign from the divine and angels. Please clarify the 7 of Wands for what is going on between pile 1 and the person that they're asking about. Why the 7 of Wands? Why is the 7 of Wands here? Seven of Wands is clarified by the 10 of Swords. This is a very painful ending. One more, please. Please clarify the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Too many. I just saw the Empress card of Taurus. Please clarify the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Swords for what's going on with pile 1 and the person that they're asking about. What's going on between pile 1. So you have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords is underneath that. So there may have been a painful ending between you and your person. But the Queen of Wands, I'm trying to understand this. One more. Seven of Wands. Too many. Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Wands for what's going on between pile 1 and the person that they're asking about. What's going on between... Too many. But Five of Wands appeared on the bottom. So conflict. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of people too probably involved in this situation. Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands. What's going on between pile 1 and the person that they're asking about? What's going on between pile 1? Please clarify Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So we have the Hermit. So there may have been some conflict between you and this person where it led to an ending and someone isolating. Maybe running away, for ghosting for some of you with the Hermit here. In this time apart though, if you guys are in separation or minimal contact, this person has come to see how happy you make them and how strongly they feel to you with the Lovers and the Sun here and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a queen that is dynamic, attractive. She attracts a lot of people with her energy. She's very creative. And she shines brightly like the sun. Because this could signify someone who is a Leo. We have a lot of sunflowers here. So this person, as you know, the Queen of Wands is holding the staff, which is very phallic. They may feel very, attracted to you and passionate. If you see the tree here is on fire, this person, despite any challenges you guys may have faced, they may have come to a realization and gotten clarity during this time apart, where they decided to maybe get some clarity. Please clarify the Five of Swords for what's going on between pile 1 and the person they're asking about. Too many. The Empress keeps trying to come out. So some of you are Tauruses or dealing with a Taurus. Please clarify the Five of Swords for what's going on between pile 1 and the person on their mind. And we have the Devil card. This is, look at this. The Lovers and the Devil coming out. So the Devil is a card about bondage and attachment. Oftentimes it's about unhealthy attachments like addictions. I could talk about the ego and fear. So with the Five of Swords being clarified by the Devil, that's a very, I'll say toxic and even, can come off as like an abusive, manipulative energy. And that's why maybe I'm seeing the red flags here. But with the Lovers and the Devil, there's definitely this like intense, like magnetic attraction between the two of you. But because the Devil is here as well, besides the Lovers, there may be a lot of like triggering and conflict in order to bring out certain like wounding that needs to be addressed. There is definitely like a spiritual connection here. There may be a tendency for you and this person to maybe go through cycles of being in this energy of the lovers, and then it can become toxic with the devil as well. Let's get one more for the Five of Swords and the devil for what's going on between pile 1 and the person on their mind. Two of Cups. The lovers and the Two of Cups. This is a soulmate card for me. It's about union again, and connection. So if we read this as the Five of Swords, the devil, and the Two of Cups, this person may want to have union with you at any cost, and they may be obsessively thinking about it. They may go to any lengths to actually get it, even like shady ways of getting you. Like I'm hearing like trickery. Just be careful, pile 1, if you are seeing red flags, or be discerning. And again, Seven of Wands can talk about boundaries. So establish those boundaries and like assert them if you need to, if this person is coming in toxic, or regardless of any like spiritual connection that you two may have, which I feel like you really do. There are soulmates that come to teach us lessons and trigger us. And that's when we actually need to learn to give ourselves love and empower ourselves through any challenges that you guys go through. Look at this. The Empress kept coming out. This is the divine feminine energy here. It's a card of Taurus. It's about abundance. It could also signify the Divine Mother. But this is a very like abundant energy here. So there is a potential for this abundance here with the Empress. The Empress births like a new beginning, because she's in a lot of tarot, she's pregnant. So there is a potential for you and this person to, with a birthing, maybe a new beginning. But there's these like heavier energies that need to be worked out. And that could be why the Hermit card is here. There may be a lot of this person that you're asking about may be possessive of you, especially with the devil showing up. It can talk about obsession and possession, like being very possessive. Let's see with some oracles what's going on. Let's move the Empress over here. This person is very like attracted to you though, pile 1. With the Queen of Wands and the Empress here and the Sun. This person feels like you are very abundant. You are very beautiful. Not just physically, but energetically as well. And you pretty much, maybe you defended yourself or like established those boundaries. And they find that very attractive when you do stand in your power. What's going on between pile 1 and the person on their mind? What's going on? Can I have 2 cards, please? So we have courage, number 37. We have time. Look at that. We have the sun and the moon. The moon is the divine feminine, and the sun is, look, the sun again. The sun is the divine masculine, which also came out, the divine masculine. So the Empress and the divine masculine, the divine feminine. This is like a highly spiritual connection, guys, with the lovers, divine feminine and masculine coming up. Look at this. The Empress shows up in the tarot and the divine masculine shows up in the oracle card. They're from different decks. So you and this person may come from different backgrounds. This person may be dealing with having to face people within their community, or you do. So this can apply to you or your person. There may be differences between the two of you, the sun and the moon, but you guys complement each other. But because of those differences, you guys may be facing challenges and having to defend this connection from other people, like having to explain why you want to be with this person, because it looks like there's a lot of spiritual energy here. I feel like a spiritual love here, divine counterpart energies. But again, there are certain things that we have to go through in life, certain things we have to learn, and certain karma we have to work through. And this is very this is very karmic here. These are karmic energies. Bottom of the deck energy is safe travel. So I take this as you're going the right way. It's also about getting signs and synchronicities from the divine. I actually read one of my books about angels and like a certain like rituals where lightning is associated with connecting with angels. So again, the angel and the divine are very present in your energy, in your connection. There may be a need for you or your person to not only change and move past this energy, but courage may be needed in order to bring this connection together. And again, divine time. What's going on between pile 1 and the person on their mind? Yeah, the courage. Maybe you guys need courage to be able to defend this connection. To like ground this connection, you're going to have to deal with the opposition, deal with the drama. And that's where the devil having to do with fears, maybe fears set in. And that could have caused this like painful ending and separation or a disconnect. What's going on between pile 1 and the person? Wow, guys, you have kindred spirits, the 2 of Cups energy, 6 of Cups energy. So you and this person, you guys really make each other happy. Look how like they're like giggling to one another. There may be a connection to Japan, but this is a very like sweet companionship energy. That's saying like you guys feel like home to one another. Some of you guys may have started off as friends first or part of like your friend group. And the butterfly here, this is talking about change. So there is change happening within this connection, and it's blue. So there may be a need to speak something to one another. And what jumped out at me is this dome. So like it's kind of like defending this union, defending this partnership from the outside world. You guys may feel like when you guys are together, it's almost like everything else and everyone else melts away and you're just really focused on one another. One more for what's going on between pile 1 and the person on their mind. What's going on between... And you have guardian angel. I'm telling you guys are being guided. You guys are being protected by the divine. This can also talk about maybe past loved ones as well that are like helping you in this, helping you in this connection. Bottom of the deck energy is faith. So there's a need for you to have faith, especially if you guys have been through this like 10 of swords, 5 of swords, 7 of wands energy. There may be some of you that are kind of like over the drama, maybe losing hope, but the divine is telling you to have faith that it's not over yet. And these challenges are not only like working out karma, but they're meant to push you to heal those part of yourselves that are being triggered by these experiences. This flipped out. You got milk and honey with the Empress. That's very, very abundant. This could feel like a very like magical connection here. But this is such a sweet. I heard sweet and savory. I don't know why I heard that, but this is a very sweet, and it's about abundance. And this is a very abundant energy and connection that's within your connection, despite the differences and any conflicts you guys are going through. There's an elephant in like bathing within the mixing of the milk and honey. So like we were saying before, where if you guys are very different, you see how the milk and the honey are being mixed. Yes, it's about like abundance and sweetness, but it's mixing two different things to create something else. And this is an elephant, and elephants are very much about like family, the family unit. So there may be a potential to, again, with the Empress here, to birth something between the two of you after working through these challenges. So I'm curious to see what comes out for like future energies between you two. One more. Wow. Okay. You got truth be told. So there's this energy again of wanting to tell the truth, and because this is an owl that just chest burst open and all these hearts flew out, it's like somebody has such a desire to drop the mask that they've been wearing, especially if this person has been, you probably both have been doing it, but you guys may have been hiding your feelings. But there's this like really big desire to want to express your loving feelings if you guys are like really into this person. And it's the owl, so there's certain wisdoms that you have learned by being in this connection or dealing with this person. And look at it. It's a 1 + 4 is change. I mean, 1 + 4 is 5, which talks about change. And that's what we were talking about with the blue butterfly speaking something. This is about change and the throat chakra. So wanting to speak something. Change in communication between one another, maybe restarting communication. And then you have time to go. So there may be this can talk about someone like walking away or like running away, which is why the Hermit card is here. This can also talk about ending things that are not serving you in this connection. Because 4 + 5 is 9. 9 is an ending in order to begin again. So certain things, people, places, situations may need to be ended in order for this to begin anew. So again, like I was picking up a little bit on like outside people being involved. For some of you, not all of you, there are other connections that you guys may be in that need to end to be able to come towards one another. And that could talk about like the devil energy here, if there is any like forbidden connection, forbidden fruit, temptation energies here. But that's not for everybody. That's just for some of you. So let's take a look at the near future energies between you and this person, and let's see what comes out. Pile 1 and the person on their mind. What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind, near future? What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind? near future energies. What's happening between? So here we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands jumped out before in the first part, but there were too many. And again, it's a card about conflict, competition, just like drama, right? But in this after tarot, you see everyone that was fighting before are sitting down. They're probably tired of fighting here. They're maybe now considering on talking to one another, stopping the drama pretty much. So there may be an end to challenges when it comes to other people, competition, outside influences, family or friends that may have been getting all up in your business pretty much, or other people to consider when it comes to this connection with the person on your mind. So there, it looks like there will be some release from the drama is what I heard, some peace. And then you have the Knight of Swords. This is a card about rushing in with communication. So this person wants to rush in with communication, but again, look at this knight here. He's pretty much knocking this guy down. So it's again like that Five of Swords energy. It's like getting or going towards what they want, and regardless of whoever gets in their way, like they're fighting for this connection. They're knocking down anything that gets in their way, anyone that gets in their way. There's like a desire to like charge fast ahead. So there may be communication coming in from this person in the near future. And they're willing to fight for this. They're very determined. Look at that face. Look at this face. What's going on next? What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind in the near future? What's happening next between pile 1? What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind in the near future? So we have the Emperor. This is a card of Aries. So the Emperor is, again, I always say this, but he's the zaddy of the tarot. He's established. He is abundant. He's pretty much made up of all four kings. So he's balanced when it comes to his material wealth, his emotional self, which is the cups. He is creative. He knows what he wants and he goes after it. This is the divine masculine. We saw the Empress come out in the first part and the Emperor appears in the second part. I think that's pretty funny, like how you guys kind of like, again, it feels like alternating is what's coming up, but you guys may complement one another as a result. So you or this person may have Aries in your chart. Also 4 is the card of stability. So this person is heavily focused on their stability, grounding their material wealth, their home. Again, the divine masculine, the divine daddy. Please clarify this 5 of Wands for the energies coming in for pile 1 and the person on their mind. What's next for pile 1 and the person on their mind? Please clarify the 5 of Wands. Please clarify the 5 of Wands. Please clarify. So we have the Moon card. This is the card of Cancer. Some people say Pisces, but Cancer is ruled by the Moon. So either you or your person can have Pisces or Cancer in their chart. This is a card about illusion. It's also a card about intuition as well. There may be a little bit of confusion here with the Moon and illusions as well. Please clarify the 5 of Wands and the Moon for what's happening next. Look at these dogs that are like barking and being all aggressive, and this person is still coming towards the water. Again, look, we have the Sun and the Moon here. the sun and then the moon, just like in that time card that you got in the first part. But this person is coming to the water despite these scary dogs to go towards the lobster. And like I learned from friends that lobsters mate for life, where you choose one person or one lobster and you guys are like committed. So I take it as this person is coming towards their lobster, you, and despite their fears, despite the conflict. This conflict can also talk about like conflict within your person, about coming towards you and grounding this connection. And because there is peace, this person has maybe pushed through their fears and moved beyond their like internal conflict. Please clarify the Knight of Swords for what is going to happen next for pile 1 and the person on their mind. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. Please clarify. This deck is shuffling weird. I just saw the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Cups, so heartbreak, pain, and then ultimate happiness. So this person wants to probably rush in, heal any pain between the two of you, and because they see you as their ultimate happiness. The milk and honey, the Empress, like very abundant, happy, and the Sun. Please clarify this, the Knight of Swords. Whoa, too many. 8 of Pentacles is there. This person wants to put in the work. Please clarify the Knight of Swords for what's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind. So we have the 7 of Wands again. So this is that energy of defending yourself, maybe defending this connection here. So again, we have the Knight of Swords. This guy is ripping through whoever gets in his way with his sword. Again, this is the sword of truth. He's rushing in with the sword of truth about how he's feeling, truth be told. And he's willing to fight off people who get in their way of getting to you and this connection. He's willing to fight for this connection, like a knight in shining armor. Please clarify the Emperor for what is happening next. So with the Knight of Swords and the 7 of Wands showing up, there may still be a little bit of energy where there is a little bit of drama left. Again, peace is coming when it comes to this conflict, but there may still be a little bit of residual needing to defend this connection. Please clarify the Emperor for what's happening next between the person on their mind. Please clarify the Emperor. Too many. Oh no, this is good. 2. You have Judgment. This is a card of Scorpio. This is something, again, the divine, the angel, like the one in the Lover's card, right? It's something that has to do with things coming back to life. It can talk about like a judgment call, since it is the Judgment card. But for me, this is the resurrection of something that has maybe died or ended. It's a new renewal energy, rebirth energy, and reunion energies, reconciliation. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Again, the Emperor is the zaddy of the tarot. He's about stability and establishing that his empire. This person sees and wants this 10 of Pentacles with you. The 3 of Swords and the 10 of Cups, when I split the deck, came out. So this person not only wants to have like emotional happiness, fulfillment with you, but they want to have this legacy, this family here. Look at this child here. They want to be able to establish something solid with you. Sorry, I got distracted by the dog. And 4 of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. So in the near future, there may still be a little bit of a wait, because the 4 of Swords is about taking time out in order to heal after the 3 of Swords, which is painful heartbreak, heartache. There is healing here in the next 3 months. In the Four of Swords, there is this energy of this person being alone in the tomb, just being like laid to rest, but it's also about like going within, solitude, trying to heal and find clarity as well, like the Hermit card. So after the Three of Swords, there's this sword of truth that is left, like this clarity that's being held by the Knight of Swords. But there's a visitor, so it's a coming back together. You guys may receive a flower from your person, or you may give it to them as well. So let's see the other energy. Let's clarify with the Oracle as to what's happening next between you and this person. What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind? Near future energies. So you have action, courage. That's the second time that came out. Jupiter and beginning. So there is a new beginning coming in for you and this person. They just need to get the courage to come towards you, but they want to take action. They really, really want to rush in. And the Jupiter energy here, Jupiter is a planet that has to do with expansion and abundance. Your current energies together, you saw so much abundance there with the milk and honey, the Empress. So this could be the beginning of something very abundant between the two of you. And we have avoidance and stalemate. So again, with the Four of Swords energy, there may still be a little more wait before this reconciliation, reunion. Somebody in this connection may be avoiding dealing with this connection right now because they may be healing. They may still be needing time to gain clarity on this connection and how they want to proceed forward. And they still need to get the courage to come towards you. But he's holding that fiery wand. He's very, I said he, it's a guy. But your person is very, I'm telling you, passionate about you, very attracted to you. And with the devil, they could be obsessed with you. They may be, you know, like doing themselves, oh my gosh. They may be doing things to themselves at the thought of you, like that type of thing, you know. But you may also be doing that, pile 1. No judgment. I get it. One more for what's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind. What's happening next? Near future energies. So we have alchemy and ancestor guide. See, the spirit is very involved in this connection. They are helping to like orchestrate it, and they're guiding you guys. And there's a lot of alchemy happening within you and this person. This light is kind of near her throat. And that's why I was picking up on like change when it comes to communication. Like wanting to speak their truth about their feelings. Wow, look at this, guys. You have Ace of Fire, which is the Ace of Wands. He's holding a wand that's on fire. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So there's a lot of fiery energy in your reading. We have Aries here as well with the Emperor. But this is a passionate new beginning, guys. You guys are very, very attracted to one another. Like magnetically pulled to one another. But it's because there is a soul tie there. What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind? What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind? What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind? So we have home, comfort, safety, belonging, and shelter. This is right next to the 10 of Pentacles, and that's, I take this as like, for some of you, you guys can move in with one another. This can also just talk about like grounding the connection with the home. Some of you guys may be moving. Again, some of you guys may move in with one another. or this can talk about like establishing something grounded that can grow into like a home situation. 10 of Pentacles. What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind? Two came out. We have surrender, letting go, release, give up, and patience. So we saw the time card. There is a need to be patient and also kind of surrender to the divine, and like the flow of this connection. Just, you saw the safe travel card. You guys are going down the right path as long as you look for the signs and listen to your intuition in this case, because again, you're being guided by the divine. But there's a need to surrender control. The devil is also about control. So if you guys are trying to control the outcome of this connection, for those of you in a twin flame connection, it's very important to surrender and pretty much focus on the now, focus on your blessings. And look at this, you have intuition, gut feeling, psychic, premonition, and sixth sense. This may be a very intuitive connection here with the moon as well. Interesting, guys, you had the sun card in the first part and the moon showed up too. That's crazy, because the moon is the divine feminine and the emperor, and you had the sun. Okay, it's crazy. Your reading is like blowing my mind. Okay, so intuition. So you guys may feel like you guys are intuitively tied. You guys may feel like this is like a very maybe telepathic connection. Even if you're apart, like you guys feel each other's energy. Through you guys working through any like wounding, any triggers, you may also feel like you guys are getting closer to spirit, and also your psychic abilities or your intuition may be getting stronger because of it. Some of you guys may be looking at, may also be tarot readers, or like read oracle or watch tarot on YouTube. Your person may watch tarot on YouTube like you are. But yeah, wow. And then bottom of the deck energy is fated meeting, meant to be, destiny, predetermined, and encounter. So you guys are most definitely destined to be in each other's lives. Again, with soulmates, they could be in your life for a reason, season, or a lifetime. Some of our soulmates come in just to teach us a lesson and help us level up to our best versions of ourselves, and they leave. And for others, they could be like this 10 of Pentacles energy, where you can establish something long term. So I feel like you guys have a potential for like establishing this long-term connection, and it's divine counterparts, spiritual love that I see between you and this person, pile 1. So I wanted to show you guys my pendulum board that I got, and I figured, oh, actually, sorry guys, there's 2 more decks that I wanted to see what else is happening, because you know I love my big ass readings, very detailed. Let's get these 2 more decks. It's better off we clear the board, the table I mean, so you can see these. What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind? What's happening next between the pile? So we have the journey. This love journey may be long and challenging, but so long as you are with them, you'll never walk alone. Yeah, so we saw the challenges and the need to be patient. So for some of you, you guys may have been going through this journey for a long time, and that's why there's a need to have faith and also to surrender to the journey. Please, what's next for pile 1 and the person on their mind? What's next for pile 1? So we have 2 that came out. We have the player. The player lifestyle that once defined everything they did has stopped looking enticing ever since they met you. So for the person that you are asking about may have had player tendencies, and that's why we saw the 5 of Swords and also the Devil. They may have come to realize that their old lifestyle may not be fulfilling them at all, And when they met you, especially if the spiritual love, the all the like very shallow connections that they've dealt with in the past, it's not appealing to them. They are interested in coming towards you for something like possibly long-term and established and grounded. Players are sometimes players though because they have a fear of intimacy. So this person may have just been keeping, even if they were not a player, or had like a fear of commitment, they may have like to keep their connections a little more on a shallow level so that they didn't have to connect with people in that way. Maybe for a fear of getting hurt. We had the devil, so that's fears. So this person is now maybe coming to a realization that they don't want to play the field anymore. Even if they're not like a player, they don't want to like date other people anymore. They feel like you guys are destined to be with one another. For some of you, you guys may be dealing with someone who is a musician or a poet. This looks like lyrics, but also possibly poems. And you have anxiously waiting. They search for you in everything, feel you everywhere, always in the back of their mind, hoping they run into you. For some of you, if you guys like live near each other, they're hoping to like bump into you everywhere. But you guys are heavily on each other's minds. Like, look at that. The guy is a ghost here, so there may have been some ghosting from your person. We saw the Hermit card. But there may be, again, a little bit more of like a waiting before this comes together. But there is a like reunion in the cards, like literally, right? I was gonna say something else, but anyways, we have a bottom of the deck energy is dreams. They've been dreaming so much about you and want to manifest their dreams into reality. Again, this person is thinking about you a lot and planning to come towards you. It's just like they have to face their fears there anxiously. This person may be very anxious. What's next for pile 1? So you have change. This is like a thing on a merry-go-round. So you guys may have gone through many cycles with a journey here, like a long journey. You guys may have gone through many cycles together, but there is change coming in the near future. I'd say it's happy changes because again, it's a like merry-go-round and also a balloon. And there's this energy of like having higher perspective now. There's like a dream-like quality here with this card. We saw the milk and honey with a rainbow. So again, like magical vibes. What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind? What's happening next between pile 1 and the person on their mind, near future? What's happening next between? So we have leadership. In the like Lenormand system, the bear talks about like finances and also like being protective. So this person may be focusing on their finances right now or very like focused on that. Maybe working a lot for some of you. But leadership, this person wants to take the lead. They want to take their action, to take action towards you as the divine masculine. This person may be very like, we were talking about like possessive before, but they may be very protective of you and this connection. We saw the 7 of Wands. And I see the star here. So this person sees you as a star, maybe holds you on a pedestal. Maybe they see you as their like northern star. And you have flexibility. This is the tiger. Some of you guys may have been born in the year of the tiger, but there's a need to like be flexible with the circumstances. Again, we saw that there were differences and maybe some challenges, but there may be a need to focus on being flexible and compromising with one another here. Bottom of the deck energy is illumination. So there's a lot of like awakenings and like realizations happening. This can talk about like illumination of a truth, getting clarity on something. This could talk about like, again, the higher perspective of everything, about the journey itself and why things happen the way they happened, or why things are happening the way that they are. It's helped to level up you guys in like on a spiritual level. So I wanted to show you guys my pendulum board that I got. I put it in one of my shorts, but I wanted to bring it out and see if you guys had any yes or no questions. I thought it would be fun to see what would come out. Let's do it. I'm going to do the board this way because of, I don't think it matters actually. So this is what the board looks like. This little thing that's holding the bottle pendulum kind of gets in the way, but this is what it looks like. And I'm going to do it. You can ask your yes or no question and let's see what happens. I am like a 2 out of 3 type of person when I do like rocks, paper, scissors. So let's see what happens. So think up of a yes or no question and let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. So you have ask later. Let's do it one more time and see what comes out. So you have maybe. So maybe that's why it was ask later. Things are still kind of in flux or changing and, like flowing. So with that said, pile 1, that is what I have for you. That is your reading. I hope I gave you some clarity. I know that like the way I did it today was a little bit different, but I thought, why not? I had fun with it. I hope I gave you some clarity. I hope it resonated. I hope you liked it. If so, please hit the like button. It is free and helps me so much with the algorithm. To my subscribers, my new subscribers and my like OG subscribers, thank you so much for being here. I really am very grateful for you guys like watching my videos, and also I love reading the comments, guys. I love replying to them. Sometimes I tend to rant, just like you can see on the on the videos that I make, but I end up like writing a whole paragraph to people. But thank you so much for being here. And for those of you that are not subscribed, please consider subscribing so that you'll be notified of when I post more readings like this. With that said, pile 1, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And thank you for spending time with me. And I'll see you at the next reading. Boop! Hey guys, if you chose the Ammonite, welcome pile 2 to your reading. So we'll take a look first as to the energies between you and this person that you're asking about, the current energies, and then we'll look into what's happening next between you and this person in the next part. Pile 2 and the person on their mind. What is going on between pile 2? Yikes, guys. Starting off with the 3 of Swords. There has been some pain. We can talk about heartbreak. What's going on between pile 2 and the person on their mind? What's going on? We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a queen who is very discerning. She's a good judger. She has good judgment when it comes to her like discernment. She sees clearly, and she's not afraid to cut people, places, things, situations off with that sword. She is not known to be highly like emotional. She tends to be a lot more logical in her approach, at least this energy. It doesn't have to be a female, it's just a queen. It could be, it's just an energy. This Queen of Swords may have communicated a truth that has caused this Three of Swords, or she may have seen something clearly that caused this pain and heartbreak. She may have cut someone or something off from the clarity that she's received. What's going on between pile 2 and the person on their mind? What's going on? Sorry guys, it hit the mic. We have the Devil showing up. This is the major arcana for Capricorn. This is a card about fears. It's a card about attachments. It's a card about like addictions, the ego. It's feeling bound to something or someone. This could talk about toxicity within a relationship as well, obsession, possession, and control. This can talk about the Queen of Swords cutting ties, cutting the bond, cutting the like attachment to someone. Please clarify the Three of Swords for what's going on between pile 2 and the person on their mind. Please clarify the Three of Swords. 2 came up. You have the Fool. It's a card of Aquarius. This is about a brand new beginning. So there may have been an ending here in love, a very painful ending in love, and this possibility of a new beginning. We have the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands is known as like the wounded warrior card. This guy has been through many challenges. He's wounded, but he's still standing. He's gained not only like wisdom and fighting prowess with his past. Unfortunately, it's also left him guarded. So there's this energy of someone wanting a new start, possibly in love, but they're guarded because of this heartbreak or pain and maybe baggage from the past when it comes to love. This person or you may have been like really focused on healing this Three of Swords and this energy of the Nine of Wands because of this desire for a new beginning. Please clarify the Queen of Swords. Whoa. We have Temperance. This is the card of Sagittarius. This is a card about balance and also healing. This Queen of Swords may have cut ties in order to focus on their healing because things may have been imbalanced. It may have been guided by the divine. This ending. Bottom of the deck is Ten of Swords. So this Queen of Swords is focused on their healing. And you see the crown here, so she's also focused on like maybe taking back her power, calling back her power. Please clarify. One more for the Queen of Swords and Temperance. Please clarify Queen of Swords and Temperance, please. We have the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy here is the King of Swords. There's more than one king, so there may be a third party in this connection, possibly. But the King of Cups is a king that feels very deeply. Though he may not show his like feelings because he's good at hiding it, but his emotions run deep. Underneath the deck, underneath the King of Swords, which this could be a married couple here, with the King and Queen of Swords is Three of Cups. So again, for some of you, you guys may be dealing with like a third party situation. Where this Queen of Swords has to release one thing, cut away one thing in order to be able to come towards this new beginning here. For some, this could talk about like a separation or a divorce for you or this person. Please clarify the Devil for what's going on between pile 2. Oh, look at this. We have the King of Swords. Can I get one more for the Devil and the King of Swords? Too many. Can I get one more for the Devil? We have the Emperor. This tried to come out before. The Emperor is the card of Aries. This is the divine masculine energy. The Emperor is the zaddy of the tarot. But he's very much like established, very focused on like grounding and stability because of the number 4. He goes after what he wants. He rules his empire with a very like stern, strong hand. He tends to be a little more like hard-headed and unbudging. And with the Devil here and the King of Swords, this could talk about someone who's like very toxic and controlling here with the Devil, and very possessive. And maybe the Queen of Swords, these two were together before, and someone has piqued the interest of the Queen of Swords as King of Cups. Someone who is very like emotionally more expressive, possibly. I know I said that they don't really show their feelings and emotions, but they may be more in touch with their feelings than like a King of Swords, someone who's a little more cold, detached, maybe controlling and possessive here. And you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups can talk about like a very kindred spirit energy. It is one of my soul connection cards. This can talk about something or someone from the past coming back into your life. Someone that you may have known in childhood, or you've known since you were a child. This can also talk about children, so there may be children involved in this connection. Five of Swords and is under that, so like that's a card about conflict and winning at all costs. So there's like this like heavier energy here with the Devil, King of Swords, and the Emperor. This is someone that is just manipulative, cold, detached, just not a healthy. That's why the Devil is here, right? It's not a healthy connection. It may be very toxic, not between you and this person, but possibly someone that they've dealt with in the past, and that's why there's this Nine of Wands energy. Let's take a look at what else to clarify. There may be this energy of you being guided by the divine to cut ties with someone or something that is toxic. This could also apply to your person, so it could go, either way. But if this is about talking about you, there may be this energy of needing to cut ties with someone or something from the past that is toxic and not serving you. And you see the angel here is like mixing Two of Cups, which is the Two of Cups in tarot is one of my soulmate cards, and this could speak about this King of Cups. It's almost like the divine is guiding you to cut the past away and start this new beginning. What's going on between pile 1 and the person on their mind? So we have Earth. So again, this could talk about establishing, grounding something. You could be dealing with an Earth sign as well, which is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This can also talk about you guys like focusing on grounding yourself, grounding your finances, your material wealth, focusing on your stability. What's going on between pile 1? Sorry, not pile 1. What's going on between pile 2? And we have shadow. That's that devil energy there. This is talking about maybe grounding yourself and working through the shadow. So you and this person may be doing like healing when it comes to the shadow, doing some shadow work, grounding yourselves and healing. You have the healer card on the bottom of the deck. If you guys believe in past lives, you guys may have had a past life in Egypt here with the eye of Horus showing up. You guys may also feel like this may be a very healing connection that you guys have, healing from past toxic situations. If this is talking about you and this person, there may be this energy of your person being cold, detached, a little more like in their ego because of their past pains when it comes to love, and they are healing through that. You're helping them heal their wounding when it comes to love and intimacy and connection. What's going on between pile? So we have ancestors here. So this may be a very like guided connection, guided by your ancestors and the divine. They may be sending you signals, signs, and synchronicities. What's going on between pile 2 and the person on their mind? Sorry guys, it's shuffling weird. What's going on between pile 2, sorry guys. So we have beauty. So this person may find you very beautiful, or vice versa. You guys may find each other very attractive here. But with the flower here, it's like very abundant and also like a blossoming. So there may be a blossoming between you and this person in the next few months. Sorry, this is what's happening right now. You guys may be heading towards like a blossoming of this connection. This can also talk about like there's a lot of flowers in your reading here. Flowers. So right now where I'm at in the world, it's cherry blossom season, so all the trees are in bloom. So that may be significant for you guys, but also like there may be a blossoming of this connection here. There's also maybe, since it's on her head, there may be a change when it comes to your perspective and your person's perspective of this connection and life in general, where you guys are focusing on seeing the beauty of life and like love in general rather than focusing on the fear of it. And bottom of the deck energy is listening. So it's about listening to your intuition, especially when ancestors are here. They may be sending you signals. With birds, talks about communication as well from spirit guides and ancestors. There may be a need to listen to your intuition when it comes to like discernment in regards to this connection. If your person is still within their shadow. You have exchanging gifts, so you guys may end up giving each other gifts here. Maybe they'll give you flowers. This ballerina fairy is wearing a mask, so you guys may be wearing masks right now, maybe not showing how you feel. That could be another way to read this with the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. For some of you, you guys are a good, like a match here, right? As King and Queen of Swords, you guys both may be a little more logical or coming off as a little more detached, and you guys are not showing the feelings that you have deep down here with the King of Cups. That's why there's a mask here. But there's a desire to give to one another. If it's not necessarily gifts, it's just a matter of like giving to one another. It could be time, energy, anything like that. What's happening between pile 2 and you have a leg up. So this is talking about asking for help when it comes to this connection. So for some of you, this person may ask for the advice from their friends or family. This can also talk about like advancing, moving beyond the challenges here with a leg up, sometimes with the help of somebody else. The bear symbology though is especially in like a Lenormand system, it talks about protection. So you guys may be very protective over maybe your feelings and this connection as well. Bottom of the deck energy is come to the edge. So there's this desire for the two of you to come to the edge in order to possibly make that leap and take that jump. This reminds me of the Fool card in the tarot. Oh snap, I forgot. It's right here. Like, look at the symbology here. There's this, like, you guys are on the precipice of a new beginning here. She has all these hearts coming out of her heart. So you guys may be coming to a point where you guys are considering on taking this leap towards one another. Let's take a look at what's like happening next for you guys in the near future. There's still a need to focus on healing the shadow though there. What's happening next between pile 2 and the person on their mind? What's happening next between pile 2 and the person on their mind in the near future? So you have 4 that came out. So we have the Tower. So the Tower is about the destruction of of this establishment that had like a very weak foundation. In the regular tarot, you see the lightning strike the tower itself, and the people are thrown out of the tower. Here you see these 2 people are like dead, right? And the structure is done. So this is talking about the breaking up or the destruction of one foundation. So this can talk about like if there is a need to cut off someone from the past. It looks like there's going to be an ending of some sort here, and the Tower brings about like big change, life changing change, like when it comes to destiny here. The Crown here is on the ground, so there may have been like a lack of feeling, like a loss of power. So that's why there was like that focus of the crown on the Temperance card. So you guys may be still working on calling back on your power. You have the Three of Pentacles here. So this is about collaboration and co-creating. So in the regular Three of Pentacles, there's 3 people working on this project, right? The project is now completed here with a statue, and there's only 1 person here. So this could talk about the ending of a third party, the destruction of one, and the ending of a third party here. But it still foretells of like collaboration and co-creating with this person. Temperance coming up again. Wow. So there's a lot of healing energy here. So there will still be like healing within this connection in the near future. Healing is still needed here. And then the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is about like negative thinking, and also like self-limiting beliefs. It's like a restriction that someone puts on themselves. And in the like traditional Rider-Waite, this woman is blindfolded and not able to move because she's surrounded by these Eight of Swords. However, if she actually took off the blindfold, she'd be able to see that she has like a path to get out. That's like that negative self-imposed prison that they put themselves in if they are just able to see clearly. In this version of the After Tarot, this guy is kind of like rescuing her from her self-imposed prison. So again, we saw the Beauty card with all those flowers coming out of her head. So there's this change in perception. There's a healing. I'm also hearing like for some of you, it could, if somebody suffers from some sort of like mental illness like depression or anxiety, there's like this healing that has happened here with the Temperance and Eight of Swords. So but there's a change in perspective, maybe focusing rather than on the negative and the conflicts and the challenges. There's like a release of that. Please clarify the Tower for what's happening next for pile 2 and the person on their mind. Oh, it fell off the table. Okay, we have the World card. This is a card of the fixed signs. We have Taurus, we have Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. So this also talks about the ending of something. So the Tower, there's an ending, there's a destruction of the past that was no longer serving, and it was the divine that orchestrated this ending here. Very much so. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles for what's happening next. We have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles talks about like trying to gain stability. The waters in the background are very, they're big, they're rough, and there's a need to like ground. This person has only 1 foot on the ground. There's a need to be able to ground themselves, maybe ground this connection. Some people also talk about like juggling. So there may be an end to this juggling in this Three of Pentacles. And being able to move forward to like much more calmer waters. We have the Empress card here clarifying Temperance. This is a card of Taurus. We see Taurus here twice. But there's this energy of, with the Temperance card and the Empress, this is a card about abundance. This is the Divine Mother, Divine Feminine. There's this energy of you and this person healing and really focusing on your own abundance, maybe also focusing on the abundance of this connection. And also, again, working on your power. We see the crown on the ground here. In the first temperance card, in the first part, the crown was here on the temperance card. So you guys may have been really focusing on healing yourselves and really trying to call back your power after like a very traumatic or like painful ending, and trying to go towards like what makes you happy and what lights you up. Please clarify. Please clarify the Eight of Swords for what's happening next for pile 2. And we have the Two of Wands. So we see these two individuals here. The guy is releasing the woman from the self-imposed prison here. And then let's assume that these are the same couple. They're currently at a crossroads trying to figure out what to do next, their next moves. And there's a need to focus on keeping things balanced, because the tower, the foundation, is completely unbalanced. Whatever was brought down by the divine because it was imbalanced. It was toxic. It was not serving either of the two parties involved. And in the two of Wands here, there's this also the Two of Pentacles. There's this energy of you guys trying to stabilize this connection, maybe ground this connection. Look what it's interesting too. You have 3 3 2 2, 33 22. You guys may have seen 33 or 22, 333 222, or 32. 32 could be like an angel number you guys can look up. And 3 plus 2 is change. This is a big change. So in the near future, you guys may come together and try to figure out how to move forward. And the World shows up here again, an ending. This is a new beginning on how to start this new cycle together. Bottom of the deck energy is the Six of Swords. This is, again, talking about moving on from like rougher waters to calmer waters, moving past like a painful period or more challenging period of your life, and trying to set forth to a new world, right? They're setting forth to a new world. This guy is walking towards the ship to set forth to a new world. You guys, I feel like in the near future, are trying to ground this connection. There may be fears, obviously, with the Eight of Swords. And also we saw the Nine of Wands. But I think you guys are going to work through these fears and challenges. So you have the Ace of Earth or Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you guys are dealing with a Taurus because Taurus keeps repeating. But Ace of Earth is a solid new beginning. And since we're talking about possibly love, this is a solid new beginning in love. The Ace has the potential to grow to the 10 of Pentacles, which is that established legacy, family, home life. And you have stability, harmony, and flow. And this is exactly what you guys are moving towards here. And we're talking about there's a lot of earth energies here with the Pentacles. There's this energy of you guys focusing on grounding this connection after the challenges, because you have harmony, and now you guys are going to be able to go with the flow. Bottom of the deck energy is attraction, Mars, and hot. There is a lot of attraction and desire and passion between you and this person, especially the Mars is the planet of sex, but it's also the planet of action. So there will be action taken towards you in this connection in the near future, pretty much. And this action is going to be towards establishing something that has a potential to grow into something stable. What's happening next between? So we have wedding, marriage forever, the one, and union. So for some of you, this Ace of Pentacles can actually lead to marriage and long term. This can also talk about just having if you guys don't believe in marriage, this can talk about a commitment This person may feel like you are the one, but this energy of union is here in the near future, or at least the start of a union here, since it's just an ace appearing, a new beginning. What's happening next for pile 1? Sorry, I keep calling guys pile 1. That you may have a message in pile 1, guys. What's happening next for pile 2 and the person on their mind? One more, please. So you have text message, communication, news, phone call, direct message. This guy, your person, you may be dealing with a guy who may be a Taurus, but this person wants to communicate with you. They want to send you maybe a text message, a DM, but they want to reach out. They want to reach out and they want to take action towards you. Bottom of the deck energy is travel, distance, boundaries, far apart, get away. Okay, no. That's a getaway, not like, hey, get away. That the get away is very much that 9 of Wands energy. So they may have been in that energy, but in the near future, you and this person may travel. Some of you guys may actually have met through travel, but this energy of travel also reminds me here of the 2 of Wands in this deck, because it looks like they're looking at each other and holding the world. So it's like trying to decide where you guys want to travel, possibly in the near future. With wedding here and travel, for some of you that can talk about maybe honeymoon. Some of you guys may go to, like a honeymoon or travel for a wedding. Like a destination wedding is what I'm hearing as well. Just moving this up. I have 2 more decks to fit. I love my big spreads. I love so many like oracle cards. What's happening next for pile 2? And you have the witch. They see how powerful and magical you are, and sometimes they wonder if you have them under a spell. If your person sees you as the Empress, this person holds you up on a pedestal. You see the stars in her crown. She's very much connected to the divine, very ethereal energy as well, abundant energies. She's connected to the divine, so they have like a very strong attraction to you, and they feel like possibly you have them under their spell. They see when you actually stand in your power. They find that very attractive. If you are putting up your boundaries towards any type of like shady behavior, if they do show up in that type of energy, because we saw the shadow card, they may not like you putting up a boundary, but also they like it as well in a way, like a weird way, they find that attractive because you then are like respecting yourself, and they find that attractive. Too many. What's happening next for pile 2 and the person on their mind? What's happening next? What's happening next for pile 2 and the person on their mind? What's happening next? One more, please. What's happening next for pile 2? So we have the fight. Their inner warrior is being activated, and they're getting ready to fight for you and overcome their fears of love. Yes, so the 9 of Wands. If this person was guarded, they are working on trying to gain the courage to come towards you, to offer up this Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy is unfounded fear. They are afraid to trust and get hurt. The illusion is keeping them locked in anxiety, unable to act upon their love. That's very much that 8 of Swords energy. But you guys, you're moving past that with the 6 of Swords here. So this is something that you guys are, or your person is dealing with. They're afraid to get hurt. It's that wounded warrior energy that we saw. Again, they could have been jaded in a past relationship, They don't want to get hurt again. So you have change. So there is big change coming within this connection. And I was, sorry guys, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. You have the change card, and this is like a merry-go-round. So you guys may have maybe gone through a few cycles already, but there's this energy of gaining like a higher perspective, especially because it fell out with the illumination card. So there's, with the tower here, there's changes coming in within this connection, and I say it's a happy change because of the colors. And when you think of a merry-go-round, it's just like a carousel. It's fun. So these are good changes coming in. And you have illumination, so you guys have definitely learned certain lessons and maybe leveled up when it comes to like spirituality. Maybe for some of you it could be leveling up in like a material sense, since there's so many pentacles, but you guys have maybe matured during this journey together. Bottom of the deck energy is trust. So another boat. There's so many boats in your reading as well. The Six of Swords, this boat, that boat. So that may be significant for you guys. But there's a need for you guys to trust. Maybe trust is something that needs to be worked on, especially if your person has issues with trust due to past relationships here. So there's like a focus on learning to build trust with one another in the near future. So that's what's happening for you guys. I do want to finish off your reading with my new pendulum board. Some of you guys may have seen it on the short that I posted the other day, but if not, I did get a pendulum board. And just because of the perspective of the camera overhead, this thing kind of blocks it, but this is what the board looks like. And you guys can ask a yes or no question. I'll do it twice because like with my rocks, paper, scissors, I use that a lot for like decision making with my friends and my colleagues. I usually am like the 2 out of 3 type of person, meaning like the first one doesn't necessarily count. Second, 2 out of 3. So we'll do 2. So pile 2, ask your yes or no question and let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. So it says rephrase, so maybe re-ask your question and we'll do it again. It went to yes first, but then ask later. So it's a yes, but there may be a need to wait. It literally went here and then to ask later. So I take that as, it's yes, but wait. There's a wait. So pile 2, that is your reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it resonated and I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button. It is free and it helps me a lot actually with the algorithm. To my subscribers, to my OG subscribers and my new subscribers, I am so grateful you guys are here. Thank you so much for watching my videos and thank you for leaving comments. I get like excited when I see comments. I love to reply back. Sometimes I tend to rant, just like in my like readings. I like to like leave paragraphs sometimes on comments, but I love hearing from you guys in my community. With that said, pile 2, oh no, I was gonna say also, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing so that you can be notified when I do other readings like that. Now, with that said, pile 2, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you at the next reading. Thanks, guys. Bye. Doot. Hey guys, if you chose the Quartz Vogel wand, welcome to your reading. So we're going to take a look at the current energies between you and the person on your mind pile 3. What's going on between pile 3 and the person on their mind? Oof. Okay. It looks like you guys may have had a very painful ending here. Yes. We have the 10 of Swords. This guy's done. Because if it's the Swords suit, for some of you, this could have been like a very like challenging mentally for you, very painful mentally, maybe just racking your brain type of energy, like anxiety. We have the Page of Swords. This is one of my cards that talk about like spying. For some of you, this could be someone like looking you up online, stalking you on social media, watching, spying, looking for information about you. After this painful ending, we have the 5 of Cups. This is someone who is mourning and grieving these 3 spilled cups. They're unable to see the blessings in their life. There's 2 cups behind him still, but he's too focused on this ending that has occurred. And you have the Death card. This is the major arcana for Scorpio. This is talking about the ending of something. Something has died out. And there is a new beginning here with the sun shining, coming up. It's a death and a rebirth energies within this connection. So you or the person you're asking about can have Scorpio in their chart. Please clarify the 10 of Swords for what's going on between pile 3 and the person on their mind. So we have the 3 of Pentacles. You guys could work together, but this is a card about collaborating and working together. For some of you, this can talk about the end of a third party, the end of drama. Maybe if you guys do work together, there's an end of a work situation or collaboration here. Please clarify. You have the Strength card coming out. This is the major arcana for Leo. So the Strength card talks about one's power. The 10 of Swords is very much like the lack of power or someone taking away of their power. So there may be a focus on your person or the both of you focusing on gaining that power. This can also talk about holding back of someone's feelings. So someone may be holding back their feelings and kind of just watching. This can also talk about someone who is able to tame the beast. So if you're dealing with someone who is a little more rough around the edges, not like so much the like cuddly type, you may bring out like a different side to them where you're able to soften them up. Like if their friends and family see them as a little more of, like, again, rough around the edges, you bring out like a softer side to them in a way, or just like a different side of them that other people in their community don't know them for. This line looks like it's mesmerized by this woman. So this person may be mesmerized or very like attracted to you, and that's why we have the Page of Swords. They may be like looking you up, looking at your pictures if they have pictures of you or videos. They can see you as very strong as well and powerful with the Strength card. Please. So clarifying the Five of Cups, the sad about the loss. It's clarified by the Knight of Cups. So there is possibly a need for an apology here with the Knight of Cups. This Knight is bringing about, bringing a cup of love towards his love. And it could talk about possibly this person wanting to come forward with this apology and maybe a new beginning in love. This can also talk about someone who may be grieving something from their past, and they're not able to see or appreciate this cup of love that this Knight is bringing forth, because they're still dealing with maybe baggage from the past. Let's clarify that. Please clarify the Five of Cups and the Knight of Cups for what's going on between pile 3 and the person on their mind. Oh, way too many. I'll just take the ones that flipped up. So King of Cups was not flipped up. The ones that were flipped up, Nine of Wands and the Fool. Yeah, so this wound, the Nine of Wands is about the wounded warrior. He's been through the ringer. He's been through many battles here, which has caused him to create this wall, to be very guarded. But this is the Fool card here. It's a major arcana of Aquarius. It's about a new beginning. So this person, there may be like a desire for you or this person to have this new beginning with one another in love. But there's this guardedness and maybe still this baggage from the past, maybe healing from the past that is needed. Like, yeah, very guarded. There's a desire to ground this, though. This person may not show you at all like that they're maybe interested with the Nine of Wands here. They're not showing you their cards in the sense that you know, that they have a desire for this renewal and to come towards you with this cup. Please clarify the Death card for what is going on between pile 3 and the person on their mind. So Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups card is about apathy. It can also signify rejection. So if this person was dealing with someone or something from the past, they may have been blinded to this cup of love that was being offered to them. And it looks like the divine is the one that's offering it to them because they're too guarded and wounded from the past. For others, it could be... So what I wanted to say was that with the Death card appearing here, there's a transition and transformation from this Four of Cups energy, and it's clarified by the Six of Pentacles. So there's this change. So if things were imbalanced before, where one person was coming towards the other person and it was not being reciprocated with the Four of Cups here, there's going to be a change. There's going to be balance that's coming in. So this person, if they were not giving to you in the past, they have a desire to balance the scales of karma here and to be giving to you. Let's see what else with the Oracle. They may have felt like they didn't have like the power or the energy to start something new in the past because of these painful endings. But there's a big shift and transition here with the Death card and the Fool. A new day is dawning here with the Death and the Fool card. Please clarify. Not clarify. What's going on between pile 3 and the person on their mind? The cards are shuffling weird. Please, what's going on between pile? So we have the Shadow. So you or this person may be going through, like, working on your shadow, doing shadow work here. Facing your fears, recognizing the guardedness and the woundedness, and like healing pain from the past. If your person is operating in their shadow, there's a need to like put up your boundary and be discerning of their behavior. Please, what's going on between... I heard toxic with the Shadow card too. Please, what's going on between pile 3 and the person on their mind? So we have air. This is... the air element talks about logic. It's about intellect and also communication. The Page of Swords is an air sign, so maybe you're dealing with someone who is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because the Fool is also ruled by Aquarius. But this is talking about like communication, so there may be communication between you and this person. If you guys are not in separation, this can also talk about this person thinking about you, maybe talking about you as well here with the air card. And Page of Swords, if they're looking you up, I mean, they're thinking about you a lot. And you have the Release card, so there's this energy of needing to release aspects of the shadow, maybe certain habits, certain fears as well, and also like move past this grieving and painful period. Bottom of the deck energy is divinity. The divine may be very like present in your connection. Maybe this connection has shown you, like helped you gain more faith when it comes to spirituality, or it's shown you like your own divinity within this connection. Yeah. You guys may have been going through like a spiritual awakening, spiritual healing. If there have been like tears shed before. So you have gentleness. This lady is wearing a wedding gown. So for some of you, you guys may be asking about someone who is married, or someone that you are or were married to. One way that I can read this as well, like going back to this of what's going on with shadow, air, and release, this gives me like backstab vibes. So like someone who communicated like in a nasty way here with the shadow and air, and also like shadiness. Someone is dealing with like maybe deception and like backstabbing here. That's what, for some reason I got that. With the gentleness card, there's this energy of maybe focusing on being gentle to yourself, working on like self-love in that sense, to like understanding your own triggers and your own wounding, your own shadow, like working through your shadow here. Just like maybe processing through a lot of things and being gentle through the process of healing. It can maybe talk about like understanding and compassion for one another. What's going on between pile 3 and the person on their mind? What's going on? And you have trust. So there's a focus on trust. Maybe needing to trust this person, trust this connection. There is change coming here with the butterfly wings, and it's green, so like it's the color of the heart chakra. So somebody is needing to heal their heart center, or that's actually what they're in the process of doing. And because they may have been hurt so much in the past, like in terms of like love, it's hard for them to trust. So you guys may be working on trusting this connection and one another. Bottom of the deck energy is reflection. So you guys definitely, with air, there's a lot of thought. So you guys are both thinking about one another a lot. So you guys may be spying on each other, not just this person spying on you. You guys may be reflecting to each other, each other's wounding here with a shadow. You guys may also be mirroring each other. I've never seen this deck, this card, by the way. It's the first time that I've seen it, and I've had this deck for a while. Interesting. This person may feel like they've never met anyone like you, because I've never seen this card before. And that could be the same concept of this, right? If your person was very much in this 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups energy, where again, this person is focused so much on, distracted so much to something else, that they can't see the blessing that's being given to them, the cup of love that's being presented to them. It's like there's this huge shift here with the Death card, that now they're like, they can see like how beautiful you are, how different you are, and how divine you are here with the divinity. And that's why they're wanting to trust this connection. That's what I'm getting with that. It's very specific, but I mean, that's what I'm getting. With this lady being in this white gown, white gown, yes, the white wedding gown, they may see you as being very pure. You may contrast their shadows, and they see how you're a lot more light and gentle, and they may be rough around the edges, which is what we were picking up with the Strength card. Bruh, it's coming full circle, you know? What's going on between pile 1? I keep saying pile 1. What's going on between pile 3 and the person on their mind? Oh, it fell on the floor. Wow, I see it. You got the Soulmates card. This person, you may feel like you guys are soulmates, or just have like a very strong, deep connection with this person, where it feels like you guys are home. I didn't say it before, but I should have. I was going to say you have the key to each other's heart. I should have said it. This penguin is holding a key to this penguin's heart. This person feels like, or you guys feel like you have each other's, like the key to each other's hearts. That's crazy. I cut open to the fates and time for a nap. One more for what's going on. Wow, look at this. You have new life. the Death card, a renewal, a rebirth, like a new beginning. You guys are, I guess, on the precipice of this new life, a new dawn. Time for a nap is at the bottom of the deck, so you guys are not here yet. There is a need to still rest up and heal here with a time for a nap. So there may still be some time apart here if you guys are in separation. So let's take a look now at the future energies. What's happening next between you and this person in the near future? So I'm excited for you, pile 3, because it looks like there's this shift is a very positive shift within this connection. It's a realization of your person that they were not seeing because they were too distracted. They could have been just distracted, like if it was in another relationship, just like other circumstances in their life, other obligations. I don't want to say burdens, but maybe they were dealing with certain burdens as well. So pile 3. What's next for pile 3? And the person on their mind. What's happening next? What's next for pile 3 and the person on their mind in the near future? My nose is like itchy, and I think that means like someone's like thinking about you or talking about you, or like not in a bad way, but something like that. So your person may be thinking about, again, we were saying they're thinking about you a lot probably, but they're probably thinking about you. What's happening next between pile 3 and the person on their mind in the near future? What's happening next? Next. Wow, you have the 9 of Cups. This is a card about wish fulfillment. So it looks like possibly a wish will be granted, guys. It's also about filling up your own cup and like I guess relishing in the abundance of this connection here. He's having a feast. You have the Devil card. This is a major arcana for Capricorn. This is a card about fears, the ego. This is a card about the shadow energy that we were talking about when it comes to like addictions. This is also feeling like you are bound to someone or something. You and this person may feel like you guys have like a very strong attachment to one another. This could be karmic energy too that you guys have to work out, but the couple here is now on top of each other. I feel like I should cover that with something. This is a piece of apple blossom. Let's cover them up real quick. But this can also talk about sex. So you and this person may have some passionate times together in the near future. And this could be a wish of yours actually here with the 9 of Cups. It's about indulging too. So maybe indulging in one another in that sense. But the devil can get, devil energy could be very like toxic. It could talk about like being addicted to one another, feeling very possessive and obsessive of one another here. What's next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? So we have the King of Pentacles. So maybe you may be dealing with a Capricorn here with a devil and the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. There's a potential for you and this person to actually have something solid here with the King of Pentacles. This is like the husband card. With the Page of Pentacles, this person wants to come forward and offer you this pentacle, which can... The thing is, the page is just a page. It's a small offering. There may be a need for your person to build up their wealth to level up to the King of Pentacles energy here. But they're very like passionate about you and wanting to give you this offering here. Please clarify the Nine of Cups for what's happening next for pile 3. Oof. One fell off the table. Like I said, this person is very passionate about you here with the Knight of Wands. Because you are like a wish fulfillment for this person. This person wants to rush in with communication with their wand here. So there's a lot of like very physical energies here. You guys are very much strongly physically attracted to one another. Wow, guys, look at this. I thought the King of Swords showed up only, but the King and Queen of Swords fell out together. So there is a match here for you guys. You guys are both very passionate about one another. You both may be air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the King and Queen of Swords are very much no nonsense. They are clear, like intellectually, they're very clear and really good at communication. They may be more, they lead more with their logic, but they're also not afraid to like cut the crap, you know, cut through the crap. They're not afraid to cut people away. But what I'm seeing here is you guys have been a little more like cold here with one another, not showing each other's feelings, you guys, then there's this opportunity to come towards one another here with the Knight of Wands, to like rush towards each other in passion. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Please clarify the Devil for what's happening next. Please clarify the Devil for what's happening next between pile 3 and the person on their mind. Fell off the table again. So you have the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. So this is about drama and conflict and competition in traditional tarot. So since this is the after tarot and we're asking what's happening, if there was any type of drama surrounding this connection, there is a chance for peace, and like peace talks is what it looks like, right? People who were once fighting here, or maybe conflicted, it could also speak about internal conflict. There's like a peace happening here. The drama's ending. The conflict, if external or internal, it is now coming to an end. And there's this desire to defend this connection. This is about boundaries, so like standing your ground, defending oneself, not afraid to fight for what you want here. This could talk about your person ending this like internal conflict or any conflict within them, and they're willing to fight for this connection, because under that is the 8 of Wands. This is talking about connection and fast forward movement. This person wants to shoot their arrow towards you. Their focus is on you. You are their target. Interesting. I just noticed something with this King of Swords. He's wearing a crown. His sword is on the ground, and it's like through this other crown. So it's almost like this person has to fight to get you. They've had to like win you from somebody else or something else here. Please clarify the King of Pentacles for what's happening next. We have the Sun card. This is a card of Leo. This is one of the happiest cards here. So this can talk about like you guys being very happy times together. Maybe there's joy and happiness coming from the fact that there is a possibility for this to grow into something stable. With the King of Pentacles, this person may offer you commitment, or you guys may speak about commitment here, where it can blossom into a family situation because we have children here in the Sun card. It's like very playful energy here with these two children that's trying to rip apart this red flag. No more red flags, guys. Knight of Pentacles, this person wants to come forward. It's the Page, the Knight, and then the King of Pentacles. So they're slowly trying to level up and gain clarity. The Sun can also be about clarity. This person may have had the epiphany or clarity that they want to be your King of Pentacles. And Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Hierophant. This is major arcana for Taurus. So this, again, this can talk about institutions. It can talk about traditions, but this can also talk about marriage and commitment. So it's clarifying the Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys in this pile are moving towards a commitment with this person. And maybe you guys are able to like move past this Devil, 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands energy here. So in the near future, there may be still a little bit of drama that you guys need to move away from. There's a need to communicate clearly here and logically. And it could, again, this is like a very, very, very good group of cards for when it comes to like a love reading. And bottom of the deck energy here is the 6 of Swords. Yeah, you guys are moving towards healing, moving away from rough waters to calmer waters, but you've arrived, like one journey has ended and you have arrived to a new land, like a new world here in the After Tarot, in order to be able to establish something new on this new land. So for some of you guys, this can talk about someone who has had an ending in the past, and you guys are now having an opportunity to establish something else solid. What's next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? So you have thoughts isolating. So this person's thinking about you a lot. You guys may be thinking about each other. With isolating, there may still be a little bit of time where if you guys are separated or in separation, there may still be some time before this person comes forward with this Page of Pentacles. So what's happening next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? They have guilt and sabotage. So this is very much devil energy. This person may feel very guilty for sabotaging this connection, or not taking it. Maybe it was a false start and they feel like they sabotaged it because of their wounding. This is something that they may still be like going through or moving out of in the near future. That's why we have the 6 of Swords. There's still this energy of like moving on from something. But bottom of the deck energy is transcendence and unity. These two are mirroring one another we saw the reflection card. So you guys may be mirroring one another. Some of you guys may resonate with a twin flame connection. In the background, there's like pyramids here. So again, if there's like a past life connection, maybe Egypt. But you guys are transcending the obstacles here. You're transcending the devil energy and bringing in the sun. And this unity energy is like potential for that union. What's next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? So you have family, generations, children, ancestors, and origin. That's the King of Pentacles energy. The Page of Pentacle can talk about children. So someone, you or this person you're asking about, may have children already, like a family situation. But there may be dealings with the family in the near future. Or this is what is potentially happening for you and this person with the King of Pentacles here and the Hierophant. What's happening next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? Too many. Also with that thoughts, your person may be an overthinker here. Pile 3. What's next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? Two more came out. You have proposal, love offer, engagement, agreement, wish come true. For some of you guys with proposal and the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles, you guys may actually be proposed to by this person in the near future. Or it could just talk about like the leveling up of this connection into a commitment that can potentially become this proposal. And you have fated meeting, meant to be, destiny, predetermined, and encounter. So for some of you, you guys may have had like what you felt like a fated meeting, like love at first sight, crossing paths type of situation. You guys may just feel like you're destined to be in each other's lives. Or if like you guys are not in contact, you guys may like, again, cross paths and have a fated meeting where it kind of like jump starts this connection. Bottom of the deck energy is spiritual awakening, enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, rebirth. Rebirth with the death card. There is rebirth energy here. You guys may both be, again, I said the twin flame, but just a spiritual connection. You guys may have triggered one another into a spiritual awakening, or yeah, and you guys are learning lessons together, but there's this big like spiritual awakening, epiphany, clarity coming in with the sun and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very divine energy as well. So you guys may have been going through spiritual awakenings actually together, since you guys were mirroring each other, right? What's happening next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? What's happening between pile 3? What's happening next? You have regret. They are having a hard time forgiving themselves for treating you poorly, much less expecting you to forgive them. This is the same type of like body language as the guilt and sabotage card. So they do still carry this like regret and guilt for maybe rejecting you in the past because they were so like distracted. 4 of Cups energy, 5 of Cups energy. They were mourning the loss or the end of something else. So they do now feel bad for maybe taking you for granted in the past. They've gotten that clarity with the Sun card, and now they realize how happy you make them with the Sun and the 9 of Cups card. Yeah, maybe they want to apologize too. What's happening next between pile 3 and the person on their mind? And we have mysterious one. The mystery of you intrigue them. You keep them guessing and engaged, very different from the rest. Did I say that with your pile? I think I said that with your pile. But they feel like you stand out. You are, no. I thought I had another card that said something. But if you guys are in like a soul connection, they feel very differently from how they feel about you versus how they felt for other people in the past. And they feel like they can't get enough of you, and they also don't really understand it because they feel like you're mysterious. We saw death card, so that's very like scorpionic energy. I understand because I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, so I could be very mysterious too, and that's like very alluring to them. So bottom of the deck energy is permanent mark. You left a permanent mark on their heart that can't be erased. Even if they tried, you will always be remembered. So yeah, you made an impression on this person, and that's why they want to ground this. They want to possibly offer you, some of you guys, commitment. The saying came to mind is they want to take you off the market. I understand there's like some people that talk about like selling of humans in real life. I'm not talking about that, guys. It's just figurative. What's happening next? Oof, too many. The abundance card fell out though. What's happening next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? What's happening? So we have solitude. So there may still be some time needed apart or alone in the near future if this person is still working through this like heavier energy. The solitude card also reminds me of the Six of Cups with the boat and moving away from rougher waters to calmer waters. The waters here are very much flat and calm, peaceful. What's next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? So we have transformation, huge transformation happening and shifting in this connection. We have blue and yellow here, so this may represent you and your person. So you guys may be very different, but also you guys complement each other. So you guys make like one whole butterfly. You guys are both changing, going through the spiritual awakening. Wow, guys, look at that. Bottom of the deck energy is new beginnings. You have a new beginning together in the near future with this person. And there's like a really good possibility or potential for like a long-term commitment with this person, if that's what you want. Because we all have free will. So what I wanted to do to finish off the reading, guys, all of my decks just fell. You know what? I'm gonna pick it up later. That could be like symbolic of like showing your hand of cards completely. Like this person may want to just like throw all their cards on the table, like lay it all out for you, and wanting to just have that new beginning with you. So some of you guys may have seen a short that I posted a few days ago. I got this pendulum board. Because of like the vantage point on my camera is like overhead, this thing kind of blocks the answer. So this is what the board itself looks like, and it comes with this like magnetic message bottle pendulum. So I wanted to see if you guys can ask a yes or no question, and we'll see what the pendulum board says. And I'm a like 2 out of 3 type of person. I usually do like for rocks, paper, scissors or whatever, I'll do it at least twice. The first one doesn't count. So ask your question, pile 3, yes or no, and we'll take a look at what happens. 3, 2, 1. So you got not now. Okay, ask your question, your second question or your question again, and go. Oops. Rephrase. So it's like asking you to ask in another way. We'll do one more time. 3 times for pile 3. You got not now again. So if you guys are asking about a timing thing, it's not now. Or you're not meant to know right now the answer because you got not now and rephrase. So it's like spirit doesn't want you to know right now. So pile 3, this is your reading. This is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button. It's free, but it helps me so much with the algorithm. To my subscribers, my OG subscribers, and my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm so grateful for you guys watching my videos. I get actually very excited when I have like comments on my videos. I love responding to them. I tend to rant just like in my video, so you'll see like paragraph responses to you guys, but I love that. To all those people that are not subscribed, please consider subscribing so you'll be notified when I do more readings like this one. With that said, pile 3, thank you for spending this evening with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye, guys. Doot.